episode of Just a Bit Outside. I'm your host, Steve Ely, and along with me, as always, my co-host, Mr. Wes Cook.
Let's get it.
What's up, buddy?
Oh man, I needed a week off from sports.
Well, my FanDuel account has been taking a beat lately.
Just after last weekend, or weekend before last, and then just flowed into Thursday. Bad, bad time to be a Philadelphia sports fan.
Oh God, yeah, you guys
God,
got bounced in the MLB.
yeah,
Eagles lose.
yeah, just
Flyers lose their first two also.
the opener, yeah. All lost on the same day, man. It was a rough time. It was a rough time. So, well-deserved break from sports and just shut down, especially after Thursday. I was like, all right, we're gonna bounce back. We'll be back to normal Philly. Nope.
No. You let Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo look like world beaters.
That defense took the day off. That's all I'm just concerned about is like what happened. Like I know our offense hasn't really been clicking, and it looked pretty good early on in the first half, and then it disappeared again in the second half, like it has been doing. But the defense just was gone all day.
Yeah, I can't figure out what I'm seeing from the Eagles.
It's really hard to put anything right on it. Of course, we had a lot of injuries on the defensive side of the football that kind of, reared its ugly head on that Thursday night game. Blowing the lead the Sunday prior, it's just it was rough. But enough about the Eagles. So I'm not. I'll worry about what happens on Sunday against the Vikings.
Yeah. Man, it was just an interesting week last week.
Yeah, last weekend was interesting. This one started off interesting. A depleted Cincinnati team just decided to
show up.
Flacco it up, and Flacco looked like 20 years ago.
Apparently, they're only good when quarterbacks named Joe are playing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no Jakes here.
No Jakes, just Joes.
Just Joe.
Man, it looked like he hit the Wayback Machine last night. He was throwing it all over the place.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I guess as long as you don't really sustain any kind of shoulder or neck injury or anything, you probably still sling it for a while. I mean, he's never really had any.
He hasn't had anything serious that's really ever kind of held him out or anything. So,
I mean, he ain't running away from anybody.
Well, no.
I did love the call, the RPO where he ran the ball for like a first down last night for like 15 yards. That was nobody saw that coming.
Something you never see out of Joe Flacco.
How about
that was impressive.
It was because he scooted for
he did, didn't he?
And he got down quick.
Well, yeah, you got to. I'm not taking this hit.
Well, the whole thing is like, ooh, I got all this greenery in front of me. It's like, oh shit, somebody's coming. Down we go. Man, I want to say I watched most of last night, but I was awake for all of it. I got to see the kick. I was impressed with Cincinnati. I was really impressed with their defense. There was points their defense held up tough, but they have zero pass rush at all. None.
I mean, for what's generally considered a good defense, year in and year out,
Pittsburgh struggled.
They struggle, and then when you're not getting pass rush, I mean, it puts that much more pressure on your secondary, and the secondary got toasted.
Yeah, I think
Flacco. Chase.
I think Flacco they got him one time. I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was.
Yeah, you let that guy sit in the pocket. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Because he's got the skills. We've seen it. We know.
Yeah.
We know.
Well, let's dive into a whole week's worth of matchups. Before we get started, your buys are Buffalo and Baltimore this week.
Yeah.
So just two teams on bye. And then we start off at 9:30 in the morning at Wembley Stadium in London.
You putting this one together this week?
Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead.
By the way, for those keeping track, our current record
Oof.
is 39 and 34. Know what I said?
Still over 500.
Yeah, we're definitely still over 500.
It's not going to make you any money though.
No, we've been catching some bad breaks though. Bad breaks.
Well, last week was just a nightmare anyway for anything. So
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, sportsbook's not popping up for me right now.
It took a second for FanDuel to jump up for me.
Yeah, it says something went wrong on DraftKings.
Ooh, no bueno.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put this together later. I think I'll go ahead and chalk it up to some notes here for us.
All right.
I'll write it down in notes and I'll go back and place it.
I would have never took Cincinnati last night though.
Oh no, definitely not.
Depending on I wonder what the spread was.
Maybe to cover if the spread was large enough. I think if it was like 7, I would have taken Cincinnati to cover because usually those division rivalries are pretty tight, regardless of who's playing or not playing.
Yep. All right, but we do start at 9:30 at Wembley Stadium with the Rams and the Jaguars. The Rams are 3.5-point favorites.
Yeah, that's what we see on ESPN Bet. So it's in London. I think Jacksonville played there last week too, right?
I think so, yeah.
So they got the extra week over there. Rams have a huge difference in time.
Rams actually played it pretty smart. They stayed in Baltimore.
Okay.
To cut down on the traveling this week. Like their actual practice facility was Camden Yards.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Somebody posted a picture and they had like a 50-yard field on one side and like a 25-yard field on the other. But it was interesting. But yeah, they stayed in. They're still traveling a little bit, but not as bad.
Right. I mean, you're cutting the flight almost in half. Yeah.
I still like the Rams in this game.
Yeah.
I like them to cover too.
I like the Rams to cover. 3.5 is not a whole lot. And Jacksonville's been so up and down. You just don't know what team you're going to get. And that makes it interesting to say the least.
It does.
But no Puka Nakua this week.
Ooh.
That's going to hurt. But you still have Devontae Adams out there.
They do. They do have Adams.
I think they'll be just fine.
Man, that makes me change my thinking a little bit.
With a 3.5?
Yeah, because Puka is like half of his targets.
Yeah, this is a good point.
Man, that makes me think maybe I want to take Jacksonville plus the 3.5.
You want to do Jacks plus 3.5?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. They do have the extra week over there.
They got their schedule's already good.
Yep. All right. Let's go. We'll go that route. We're going to hope to see a heavy dose of ETN and Lawrence slanging it.
Brian Thomas Jr. is starting to come back around a little bit.
Yeah, last week he had a good game. You're starting to see that the Jacksonville offense is kind of clicking.
Yeah.
It's just, can they sustain it? Can they be consistent?
Yeah.
And I guess the Rams defense was a little questionable last week, so maybe this is an opportunity for him to get at him.
I think it could be. It could be. 1:00 slate starts with Chicago and New Orleans.
Yeah, this one's in Chicago. Chicago's on the uptick. New Orleans, one of the worst football teams in the league. Chicago's a 4.5-point favorite at home. I like it. I'm taking the Bears 4.5.
$215 for tickets.
Yeah. Well, when Chicago is good,
I get it. I like the Bears. You say Bears to cover?
Yeah, I think Bears are going to cover.
I got you. I
like
it.
that.
I
like that. The offense seems like it's got some kind of identity now. Caleb Williams, I'm still not sold on, but at least the system seems to
be working. Yeah.
Yep.
Then we roll into Miami at Cleveland.
Oh man, this one is a snoozer for me.
Dude, you could go to this game for $23.
Yeah, in Cleveland. Cleveland's a 2.5-point favorite. It's got to be based solely on that defense.
I got it. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Man, speaking of which, I think I got Green Bay's defense against Arizona this week. But they're talking possibly no Murray, no Harrison.
Yeah, and that's probably a good move
I've got
in fantasy.
I've got a couple of days to think about that one.
Yeah.
Couple of days. Oh man, I predicting Cleveland to win with Dylan Gabriel, or is Shador starting this week?
Nope, I think it's Gabriel still. Give the kid a shot.
Yeah, I think it is Gabriel.
Now I kind of want to stick with Cleveland's D here.
I'm with you. I'm not.
Think there's an opportunity for a win, and you got to take them when they're there. And
defense could get them a win by themselves.
Yeah, Miami offensively
Awful.
almost lost. Without Tyreek in there to stretch the defense, you're seeing Waddle get doubled. A lot of attention to him makes it a lot more difficult. And really, what you could do is you focus between on him and H-Andy.
Yeah. How'd you feel about I know you saw it this week about Tua talking about needing leadership and accountability and stuff, and and then people explaining to him, you realize you're the leader.
Yeah, I don't think he put it all together. Yeah, he's under a lot of scrutiny for his comments and kind of throwing the team under the bus, talking about not showing up on time and
I get
missing
that part.
meetings. I mean, yeah, but these are things you do behind the closed doors, right? You get behind closed doors, and you like call these people out by name at that point in time, not to the media.
What he's not calling out teammates at that point though. He's calling out coaches.
Well, yeah, it's another thing. Like, no one's being held accountable for their actions.
That's right.
And when that happens, of course, then you have a whole different scenario, another issue. So, I mean, it looks like a lot of turmoil within that locker room. And, McDaniel's fate is...
I think McDaniel's is out of here.
It's being written.
Unless something crazy happens.
Yeah.
Unless something crazy happens, they end up winning out or something stupid like that. That's the only way he keeps his job.
It's gonna take something miraculous, I think.
Yep. So we're taking Cleveland in that one. We have New England at Tennessee. New England is favored by 6.5.
I like it.
I like it too.
Tennessee is bad.
New England has been playing
and you've got it looks like that team's finding itself too, and they're starting to kind of settle into just a good situation overall. The defense is playing a lot better. The offense is clicking. Drake May stepping up, and he's delivering the football where it needs to be.
You got to think New England's got to be they've got to be looking for another wide receiver.
Yeah,
gotta be.
Word on the streets, they've called Philly about AJ Brown. And here's the thing: the media is not talking about it. They keep saying like AJ Brown's being called and asked about and talked about and trade scenarios because he's unhappy, blah blah blah. I promise you, AJ Brown will not be traded from.
I don't see him going away.
You want to know why?
I could see a dude
You want to know why the cap hit?
Yeah.
On that trade. Like this year, it's like 16 something mil, but next year is over $40 million in a cap hit for
a wide receiver,
a number one wide receiver at that.
I get it.
It's not worth the cap hit. There's no way you make that trade unless it's just something ludicrous that you can, accept that dead money.
Yeah, but you got to think a guy like Waddle would be available.
You have those types of things, but you're not replacing AJ Brown with a lot of wide receivers.
I'm saying as far as
you mean for New England?
Yeah. Like I've heard that the AJ's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
unless it just melts down in the locker room.
Right.
He's not going anywhere. But he is a diva wide receiver, so there's no telling.
All wide receivers are divas.
Yeah.
Most Some of them more outspoken than others, but yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like a guy like Waddle, man, Calvin Ridley, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that's a
Um,
possibility.
who else is pretty much whose season is pretty much over at the moment?
The Saints.
Chris
Olave.
Olave,
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson's a possibility probably for somebody. I think those are the teams you want to call and make phone calls, especially guys that are still on rookie contracts.
Well, I get
These
I
are these are these are the ideal ones to go and grab.
yeah, but I can't imagine Miami trading Waddle or the Jets trading Wilson to New England.
No, you don't want to do it within the division. That's for sure.
But Olave, I think, could be had.
I think a lot that could be had.
I would love to see him
I mean,
with.
the Saints are honestly in a complete rebuild mode, and you got to
Yeah,
start somewhere. And what better way than fire sell some of the assets to collect some draft picks and then kind of start from the bottom?
yeah.
And then in 2 to 3 years, see the fruits of your labor.
Well, it's one of those. The more I've looked at this stuff, I'm all about trying to get your quarterback. But I'm at a point now where I'm like, let's put everything else together.
Yeah.
And like, then let's go get our guy. Because if you've got good pieces everywhere else, you can go into a run heavy offense, which I don't know what the Jets are, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
They're minus, what do you have, minus 10 yards or something like that last week. Crazy. But you can go into more of a run heavy offense like that. You can protect the guy. You can protect a young quarterback in a situation like that. My brain is working that way a little more nowadays.
Understand.
Let's like a rookie coming into Cleveland's offense. Like, we're seeing Gabriel. Their offensive line isn't like great.
No.
Saints offensive line isn't great.
No.
But anyway, that's for neither here nor there. I'm with you as far as liking the New England to cover 6.5. Then we get Vegas at Kansas City.
I mean, a huge rivalry game, of course. Division rivals. I guess if you think two teams that hate each other, it's definitely the Raiders and Chiefs. This one is at Arrowhead. Chiefs are 12.5-point favorites.
I saw that.
I kind of like Vegas to cover. That's a huge spread. Although you do have Rice back this week, how quickly does he turn things on as he makes his way back from suspension?
With Gino laying eggs.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot outside of really Genty on that offensive side of the football. It's a tough one. I just don't see Kansas City covering a spread this large when the offense hasn't. It's gotten better, right? But
I mean, they covered 13 last night again, or they outscored the Lions by 13 last week on the on the road.
on the road, what are you thinking?
Dude, I don't think. I think the Raiders are bad.
They are bad. Yeah, I
Like,
got you.
and it's not that I think they're bad. I think Smith has just been trash.
Well, it doesn't help.
He is 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 1,300 yards. I mean, it's bad, bad.
I guess when you look at it, they've only every time they've lost by 34, they've lost by 10, they've lost by 19, they've lost by 11.
All losses have been double digits, huh?
No, they've lost by 1 to the Bears.
Oh, okay. A team that we're not quite sure what they are.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I think Chiefs cover,
All right.
or at least Chiefs win anyway. I think it's better if we go for the cover, though. I just don't think the Vegas is just bad. They don't have anything.
Mm-hmm.
Bowers is hurt. Genty's all you got. All the Chiefs really have to do is just. I would make Geno Smith beat me. I would put 8-9 guys in the box. I would send the house on him all the time.
Yeah. That's probably what you'll get. Yeah, I mean, it does make sense.
I mean, Spagnuolo
Yeah, Spags have him prepared for that one and have probably a pretty solid game plan. Okay, you've
Yeah.
convinced me. We're in.
All right. And
Hey,
then,
let's take a quick break before we hit the Philadelphia.
all right.
Just for 1 sec.
Yep. All right. So I convinced you of the Kansas City.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Next, we have Philadelphia at Minnesota at 1 o'clock. Birds are 2.5 point favorites. How you feeling about that?
We've had 10 days to figure stuff out.
Mm.
I guess you could look at like the Giants game being a trap game, being that it was only 4 days from the previous loss,
Yeah.
and came unprepared, injuries, things like that. I mean, I can make a bunch of excuses. Um, it's just, when does this team figure it out offensively? Is it the offensive coordinator? Is it Jalen Hurts? Is it Saquon Barkley? Is it the O line? I mean, is it injuries? I mean, there's a lot of things that
I think
need to be corrected in order for me to feel fully figure this out and like believe in this team again. And right now, I don't have that belief, and I'm hoping we see it against Minnesota. But I think a lot of this also comes back that these guys don't realize there's a target on their back being defended Super Bowl champions.
there's a lot of youth on this team.
Sure, yeah,
Um,
we're missing some older guys that will lead the locker room, and you let those guys walk. A guy like Darius Slay in the locker room would be big. Um, we miss Brandon Graham and his leadership in that locker room,
Yep.
and having that guy, and losing him to retirement, obviously.
Yep.
We have injuries on the O line that are really become kind of an issue
Yeah.
here. Landon Dickerson being one of them, and Lane Johnson's in and out. I mean, there's a lot of different things that are coming into play here that make this not look at anything like last year's team.
Yeah.
However, I think if from the games I've seen, and of course I've seen them all, Jalen Hurts needs to progress through his reads more. He was doing good at that at the end of last year, and now it seems like he's reverted a little bit back. He's quick to tuck and run sometimes, holds on to the ball a little bit too long, but he also doesn't have the same time he did last year because there's different guys on this offensive line. It would have been great to be able to sign Mekhi Becton, but it just wasn't in the cards for him. I feel like letting a guy like CJGJ, trading him away for a guy that you ended up cutting, and then CJGJ gets cut from Houston, and then goes to Baltimore to the practice squad, and he's cut from there.
Does Howie make that call again?
I think you have to because the secondary's hurt. The secondary, I mean, you look at Adoree Jackson and you look at Keely Ringo. These guys aren't fits. These guys aren't going to be they're just not good. Adoree Jackson is cooked.
Yeah.
Cooked every week. He's trash. Pure trash. Dude's got to go. I don't want to see him in an Eagles uniform again.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I mean,
I don't blame you. What I've seen, and I've watched a lot of the games myself, is, and I've said this to you, I don't personally think on the offensive side, I don't think Saquon touches the ball enough.
No, I agree.
He had the first loss. He touched the ball 9 times, and he's arguably your best player.
Yeah, I think he got 12 touches last week too, or Thursday.
Yeah, so you're looking. That guy needs to be whether it's running the ball or catching the ball. He's got to have 20 to 25 touches.
Yeah, but you got to be more creative, right? You've got to make the opposition respect the run game, and right now they're not going to respect the run game, so they're able to cover and almost force Jalen Hurts to beat him with his arm, and I truly believe in Jalen Hurts. I know Jalen Hurts can do this, so I'm not going to put the blame solely on him.
No, I wouldn't put it solely
anything
on
like
him.
that. But I think the play calling needs to be a lot more creative.
Mm-hmm.
and you need to find a way to get the run game going. Bring back some RPO,
Yes.
things like that that are gonna make the defense guess and you know leave opportunity for Saquon to get those big runs that you saw over and over again last year. It's just not happening this year. So there's a lot of things that come into
Yeah,
play.
but those big runs also work with volume too.
Right.
I mean, how many times have we watched games where running back is just 2 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, and all of a sudden 5 or 6 carries down the room, boom, there's one for 30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, consistency is a part of it too, right?
yeah,
So we need to see some consistency there as well. And they avoid or they abandon the run game a little too quickly at times,
they do.
and then they try to force the ball down the field a lot with the arm, and that's where we see some of these issues.
Yeah,
And
that's,
I mean, I don't know. Do we know if Carson Wentz is starting for Minnesota?
I am checking right now. I am checking right.
I'm interested in the matchup.
McCarthy is questionable
Okay, okay. I guess it
as of
depends
right
on if
now.
he's
It does not.
practicing. Is he practicing today? Do we know?
That I don't know.
I think that's going to be a deciding factor. None of these guys on this team are old enough to remember Carson Wentz really. So,
Yeah,
I don't know if there's any kind of bulletin board material to get after Carson Wentz in this one.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's another thing. You want to look at this Eagles defense too. They don't get any pressure on the quarterback, and they had the surprising retirement of Zadarius Smith this week. So, I mean, those
what did he retire? Did he
they just retired.
just done?
Yeah, I guess he felt like he didn't have it in him. But when he signed with the Eagles, 3 weeks ago, he was leading the team in sacks at this point, and um when he signed, 3 or 4 weeks ago, whenever that was, he's talked about how he had a lot left in the tank and things. So, I mean, you could say anything you want about it, right? Like, you saw the writing on the wall, this team's imploding, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of different things that could happen. Uh, I, and a lot of Eagles fans and media and other people want to point to last year and like the struggles the Eagles had early on and they overcame them and then ultimately went on a Super Bowl run. Is that a possibility with this team?
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, I think it's a possibility with probably a handful or more of teams in this league of turning things around and being competitive. You've seen a lot of parity in this league to start the year already. So teams are still figuring themselves out.
Yeah.
And so things can be corrected, not just with the Eagles, but anybody.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that need correcting. I mean,
Right, like Green Bay's still trying to figure itself out, find that identity, especially on defense. Dallas just doesn't have a defense. I mean, they might as well just give up a touchdown every time and get the ball back.
Yeah, their defense is awful.
It is
Awful,
it is
awful,
abysmal.
awful.
But their offense clicks, and their offense is what keeps them in games and is ultimately gotten them their 2 wins. But I mean, and shout out to Dallas fans for wanting to talk all this shit about Eagles fans and then go off and lose to the Panthers to Bryce Young.
Yeah. Yeah.
So shout out to all of them.
The Panthers, by the way, have the same record as the Chiefs.
Yes, and that was not on the bingo card
No,
to start this year.
no, not at all.
That was definitely not something I saw coming. I would have never said, "Oh yeah, Kansas City 3-3 and Panthers 3-3." Definitely see that happening this year. No, but yeah, it comes back to it, and then you see the Bills lose.
Yep.
On Monday Night Football. So it's
It was shocking to me, but New England played a fantastic game.
yeah, but I mean that comes back to what we're talking about with New England, how they're kind of settling in and figuring themselves out. So you're seeing a different team than what you saw in weeks 1, 2, and 3,
Yep.
and now we're into week 7 here, and this is ultimately what we're getting.
So my question is, we taking Philly -2.5?
I want to say this team
Bounces back.
bounces back after losing back-to-back games.
I feel you.
I
I'm with you.
feel like they're going to be motivated to prove people wrong and shut people up out because everything they've heard for the last 14 days have questioned everything this team is capable of accomplishing and the product they put on the field. So
Yeah.
I would hope that that this team wants to come out and prove themselves this week. But watching the last two games also have me question if we have the ability to beat a team like Minnesota, especially because their defense is pretty
Very
damn
good.
good.
Very good. You guys are still beat up on the defensive side a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Jalen Carter says he's playing this week. That's a huge plus.
that
I
is
don't think he's
100%.
I don't think he's 100%. I also don't believe he's the same player he was last year right now. I mean, you can go back and look at the Rams game and the block on the field goal, and really that's the only thing you've seen him do this year.
Yeah.
I haven't seen what I've wanted to see out of him, especially for a guy that's going to demand such a large contract in the near future.
Well, playing like this, you're not going to earn it.
Right, exactly. You're not earning it. So hopefully he kind of ignites himself and we see a different Jalen Carter going forward, one that impacts the game that he did so well last year. So hopefully that's something we do see. I mean, just in hopes of this team turning around, I like taking the Eagles in 2.5, knowing what they're capable of doing and putting together. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's an opportunity this team has in front of them. I don't see them losing 3 in a row, but I could also see this one going down to the wire and we kick a field goal to win it.
I don't see them. I don't see them losing 3 in a row.
Yeah.
I'm completely fine going Philly outright. We ain't even got to go around the spread.
Yeah, I mean, money line won't be bad.
So. No, it won't be bad. I mean, that's
yeah.
Next at 1:00, the Carolina Panthers, surprising 3-3 Carolina Panthers, traveled to New York to play the Jets. Carolina is favored by 1.5 in this game. And the way they have played the last couple of weeks and the way the Jets have played, Jets defense looks like it's starting to come around a little bit. Offense is awful. But you're also talking about a Carolina team whose defense is trash.
Yeah, I agree. Trying to work and do this at the
No,
same
you're
time.
good, buddy. You're good.
I'm listening, but
parts of me, very small piece, is screaming at me to take the Jets to get their first win this week. I can't figure out why I want to think that, but that's what I'm thinking. I mean, Carolina's defense is trash, which, the Jets' offense isn't great, but they should be able to move the ball.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Dallas. I mean, they were, and this is without CeeDee Lamb. They let George Pickens just run wide open most of the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, which is weird because, that's the one thing, the bright spot they had last year was their defense.
Yeah.
And that's where they started kind of turning things around last year was because of defense.
Yep.
And this year, I mean, against Atlanta, they shut them out and look great. And then you see what Atlanta does now, and you're like, what? I can't, betting NFL right now,
it's crazy.
Sucks. It makes you think Vegas has the NFL in their pocket. At times, I'm not one of the conspiracy theorists or whatever, but at the same time, it makes you think.
It wouldn't surprise you, though.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Last Thursday night, 85% of the money was on the Eagles to win. And then here we go.
Yeah.
And then you see something I think it was somewhere 91% of the money was on the Bills on Monday night.
Well, look at the Chiefs-Lions game. We
Yeah.
had the touchdown that no flag was thrown, and then a conference happened, and
and then there's a flag,
and then all of a sudden, there's a flag, and that changed the whole complexity of the game.
Uh,
That changed the entire momentum. That
if
changed everything.
Well, and if no one's thrown a flag, there's no conference to be had, right? Because
Yes.
then there's no one that's questioning anything.
There.
If you're gonna do it, throw the flag and then pick it up.
Yep.
It looks way better than throwing a flag after a little Congress.
It looks awful.
Yeah, it looks absolutely awful.
Optics are awful because then it's
Right.
like,
Someone throw the flag first, and then like no one's gonna argue picking up a flag.
Nope.
Usually, I mean, the team that loses the advantage, of course, will. But fans and people that are watching, and the ones that come up with these theories and stuff, um, they're the ones that are gonna question that. That's the complete opposite thing of what you do.
yep,
Yeah. So I mean, in these instances, these are where referees need to be fined for just blatant
bad calls.
bad calls and
They're all over
and
the
just
place.
doing things wrong.
Yeah.
We don't throw a flag after the play. You throw a flag when you see the infraction happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was one, like, I thought it was an odd looking play when it happened. I've never really seen that done.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an interesting concept. I liked it. I liked the trickery out of it.
Right.
But I mean, I also get the illegal motion or illegal procedure or
But
whatever.
see, that's the right call. The call was right, obviously.
Yeah.
The call was right. But the problem with it is you got to throw the flag.
Somebody,
Even if it looks weird, throw the flag and then y'all talk and
Yep.
then pick it up.
Yep.
You don't say, well, we talked about it and we decided this is illegal motion. No.
no, you
I want someone to say, hold on. Even if it, and I don't even have a problem with them throwing a flag because if it just looks different, right?
yeah,
Because then you
throw it, discuss
congregate,
it.
you discuss it, and say, nope, no, that was legal. All right. And then you can say, oh, there's no flag on the play.
Yeah.
Because then that makes more sense. But then now it looks like you're doing something a little shady. On the
Yeah,
inside.
you're 100% right on that. If you throw the flag and then you talk about it and you decide, hey, it's not a penalty, I'm with you on that 100%.
Yeah.
Then you're getting it right. I'm fine with we have the ability to get all calls right. We just don't want to take 9 years for a game to last. But
No.
But I mean, there's sometimes I do wish like there was something in the NFL where like when you see when you see something that is like extraordinarily missed by the guys on the field, like I do sometimes wish that there could be like a replay official that could say, "Hey, look, you need to look at this. This was a penalty, and you blatantly missed it." Like blatant pass interference where guys never even turn, they just run through the receiver, which we see that all the time.
Yeah, of course.
But it wouldn't hurt my feelings if they had something like that. But yeah, they won't. They won't ever do anything like that.
I think with it's something that can be done, right?
Yeah.
Like how many eyeballs are on it? How quickly can we decipher a call? There's very few of these calls that aren't very. I mean, they don't take a whole lot of time. Like, yeah, there are some that are going to take a little bit of time. You got to slow it down to frame by frame.
Yep.
But there's not that many of them, right? So if there's some blatant stuff that's not being called or is being called and it shouldn't be called, then those are the types of things that need to be, they need to be phoned down and be like, hold on, we're going to correct this real fast.
Yep.
Because you get it all out of the game that way.
Yeah.
And, when you have there's so many eyeballs on every football game. It could be the Saints and Panthers, for God's sake. There's still a ton of eyeballs on it.
Yeah.
So why not do everything in your power?
I know the coaches and the teams would be fine with it.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's going to work. It's going to be negative on both sides, and it's going to be positive on both sides.
Right. It's going to win you games. It might lose you games.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what are you feeling there?
I like the Panthers. I mean, this Jets team is 0-6, right? And the Panthers have shown they know how to win. And I mean, you beating a team like the Cowboys last week. And granted, I don't know what to make of the Falcons shutout, but they do give up a ton of points.
They give up points,
They gave up 27 last week. They gave up 24 the week before. They gave up 42 before that. And then they gave up 0 in that Falcons game. And it's like, I'm not sure
Yeah. Well, I'm
what to really look at here.
I'm looking at the Jets stuff, and the Jets defense hasn't been much better because they give up points too. But I feel like they've had several one-score wins or one-score losses.
Right. The first game against the Steelers, the game against the Bucks,
The game against the Dolphins, a one-score game.
Right. And then the Broncos last week. I mean, that was a low-scoring affair.
Yeah. So
what are we getting? This one is in New York, so I mean,
we're getting trash football regardless.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is a barn burner or something. You just want to pick a winner here and go money line. And like I said, a team that knows how to win and has
already done it
and won, and I mean drove the field last week to win the game.
I'm cool with taking Panthers.
I think we take the Panthers in this one.
Cool
Panthers move to 4-3, and the Jets continue to be. Which I don't even think they're the worst team in football. They just haven't got an opportunity to play what we think is the worst team in football.
Yeah. Yep. I'm with you on that. I'm with you. Then we move to the 4 o'clock slate.
And before we get to the 4 o'clock slate, you might want to fire up a Shimmerwood.
Shimmerwood would be nice.
Yeah. After the first slate of games, you woke up early. You got the 9:30 game in. You make it through the 1 o'clock games. You got to chill a little bit. You're a little hyped still. I'll be hyped because the Birds play at 1. And so Shimmerwood's going to bring me back. And Shimmerwood's award-winning CBD seltzer combines full-spectrum CBD with natural fruit shrubs, delivering a refreshing, stress-relieving drink that eases tension.
I like that.
Important. And it promotes relaxation. So you can coast through the Sunday night game.
I'm big on ease and tension.
Yeah, get 30% off using Jabba the Pod as the promo code. Just throw it in the box at the checkout there. Get yourself 30% off.
Ding, ding, my friend.
Yes, sir.
I like it. Anyway, to the 4 o'clock slate, we've got the Giants in Denver. Denver is, according to ESPN, is a 7.5 point favorite. The way they played last week, I don't think they're 7.5 point favorites.
The Giants are riding high.
They are riding.
They got a 10-day break. Here's the thing with the Giants. Denver's defense is legit.
Oh, they are legit.
Denver can lock them down. They can stop the run. And if you effectively take out Scatterbo offensively and make him ineffective, Jackson Dart doesn't have a whole lot of weapons that he could rely upon.
Not really.
What's the number 1 wide receiver? Wan'Dale Robinson?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. He's an undersized wide receiver at that. So
Robinson he's leading them in receiving yards at 351.
Okay. And you're telling me who's generally a number 2 when you have Malik Neighbors available. You're telling me that we get to line up what most would consider probably the best corner in the game.
Oh, absolutely.
On him, neutralize him, play him man-to-man, and force him to go other places with the football. I just see this as a difficult task for Jackson Dart and that offense to overcome.
Yeah.
I don't know about a 7.5 point spread.
I don't know about that either.
That's a lot because Bo Nix hasn't proven to me that he can put points on the board.
Not this season.
This Giants defense is not good. I know I can't say much being an Eagles fan, but when the Eagles were effective moving the football, they were moving it. And if the Denver can sustain any kind of success on offense, then the Giants can be torched. And
the Giants' run defense played very well against the Eagles.
They did.
Played very well. So
I mean, but a lot of that comes to the offensive line, and I mean, there's a lot of things at play. I just don't see the Giants as being great.
Just want to take Denver money line.
I think Denver money line's good. It's not going to really help, but at least
No,
that's the tick mark we can have
a
in
7.
this game.
That
Yeah,
7.5 is just that seems crazy to me.
yeah.
All right. Next.
I think the Giants are back to reality this week. Let's put it that way.
Next we have probably the most surprising team in football.
Yeah, Indy, and
Uh
they travel to LA to take on the Chargers.
yes they do. They were just in LA a few weeks ago.
Right.
Man. Chargers are 1.5 favorites. The only loss that Indianapolis has suffered came in this very stadium a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I feel like the Chargers have been somewhat struggling a little bit.
Yes.
What is the spread? 1.5? They're not even giving the Chargers their full 1.5 spread.
Yeah. I mean, they're missing Amari and Hampton.
Yeah.
That's been a huge issue with being able to get the run game going for the Chargers, and that puts a lot more pressure on Herbert.
What's sad is I think this game's going to be, I think the score's going to end up in the 20s apiece. I kind of like Indy plus the 1.5.
I absolutely do too. I think
their defense has played fantastic.
Yeah, and looking at what the Chargers are working with right now, I think I like Indy. I agree with you. I think Indy covers and Daniel Jones takes them to 6-1.
They may get Joe Alt back this week and Bradley Bozeman. The Chargers do, which would shore up their offensive line a little bit. That's about it. Oh, next. What do we got here? We got Washington traveling to Dallas in a game that you can see for as low as $20.
It's a big ass stadium.
No, I get it's a big ass stadium.
But for a division rivalry, yeah, this one should be a lot higher dollar, I would think. I'm as shocked as you are here.
I don't get it.
In terms of ticket pricing, Washington's defense is bad. Dak has the offense rolling. I like Dallas in the money line or Dallas in the points. Like
crazy. Crazy.
What do you think?
I'm sitting here looking. CD may come back this week, from my understanding.
Yeah, that just bolsters his offense, and I don't really like Washington.
There's something that's not clicking this year. What is not clicking is back there not playing a last place schedule.
Yeah, their schedule's different.
Yeah,
you're playing a much more difficult schedule. Teams have not a blueprint to beat you, but they got tape on you now.
Diggs is out there.
I don't think that's really. It doesn't matter with the defense.
No, it doesn't matter with the defense.
Yeah,
Washington can score points.
Right.
My question is, I know Dallas's offense is okay, but can they score as many points as Washington should score on them?
Yes, I absolutely think so. I mean, Dallas has been in shootouts with every team they've played this year, except for Chicago.
I don't know what that was.
Well, I mean, the turnover bug hit them there, but also you're talking about. I mean, that Bears defense is better than either one of these defenses we're talking about. So,
okay, so we're going Dallas minus 1.5.
I think so. I think as much as it pains me to do it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm rooting for the sinkhole in center field in this one.
Yeah, I got you. I don't blame you. I would too. Next, we have the Packers, my team, traveling to Arizona to play the Cardinals, who may be without Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, I'm slamming Green Bay minus 6.5.
I like Green Bay minus the 6.5 also.
Yeah, I think they had a week off last week, right?
Yep.
And so having the week off kind of rejuvenate and also start to get a little healthier where you need to, and then also be able to get some more work on the defensive side of the ball, find out where your weak points are, and trying to shore those things up. And ultimately, you're given a lot all that rest prior to this game, and you're given 2 weeks to prepare for a Cardinals team that I think it could be had here. So
Yeah.
I like Green Bay.
I like Green Bay to cover the 6.5.
Yeah,
Those are my boys.
especially if Kyler doesn't play and Marvin Harrison doesn't play.
There's no way.
Yeah, it's be a
No.
very and I mean they're decimated at running back. So
Yeah. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Then we finish up the Sunday slate with the Falcons traveling to San Francisco for our primetime game. San Fran is favored by 2.5 at ESPN Bets. San Fran just amazes me. Just amazes me. I mean,
you thought this is the Mac Jones you're getting, huh?
what is going on?
I don't know.
You know what I know? You know what I know? I think certain players just cannot coach quarterback.
I mean, that could be it. Yeah.
I mean, certain places just have super bad luck with them.
Mm.
I mean, it is just San Francisco like, we don't care. We'll put anybody in there. They'll throw for 300 yards. We'll be fine.
I mean, that does speak a lot about Shanahan, though, and his ability to run an offense with a capable quarterback.
Well, there was talk when they traded up for 3.
Mm-hmm.
That was the talk is they were trading up to get Mac Jones, and then they talked themselves out of it.
Yep.
Which,
hey, it's not a bad backup to Brock Purdy.
No, it's not. It's not. Mac Jones played well. Anybody that has gone through, I mean, look at Baker, what he's done, especially with the little bit of time they spent with Sean McVay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look at everyone that has touched has been a quarterback for San Francisco. I mean, you talk Darnold. You look at Mac Jones this year. Darnold was there 2 years ago, but he still learned. He still played a little. Started a couple of games, looked okay. Then you're like, oh, okay. Shanahan, when it comes to quarterbacks, though, has my whatever he wants to do. I'll trust him in it.
I think it's just that he is very good at identifying what a quarterback's good at and not good at. And, just making sure that he caters to what makes quarterbacks successful. And a lot of the play calling and just the game plan in general is going to suit the quarterback that is under center for him.
Yep.
And that makes a huge difference.
Well, that's what you should be doing.
100%.
You should never be trying to shove a square peg in a round hole.
Yeah.
Never. And we see a lot of guys do it. Matt Nagy, for one.
Yeah, that's one.
There are several others that think they're better than you are.
Oh, of course. That's a problem.
I mean, look at Sean McVay. Sean McVay traded away Jared Goff, who was a quarterback that already got him to a Super Bowl, who he was very successful with, to try to sell out and win. And good on them for the rebuild they have done with that.
There it is. J.J. McCarthy is out again, so Carson Wentz will start.
Ooh. I guess the Philly minus 2.5 is looking a little better now.
I hope so.
To me. But it's just, they learn these things. They see these things, and what they identify. But they've done well. As far as this game, though, San Francisco, I think San Francisco covers the 2.5. Atlanta is struggling right now. I can't figure Atlanta out. I just can't.
Yeah, it is weird. They did beat the Bills, so
they beat the Bills. They beat the Commanders, but they just
drew a blank against the Panthers. And they played Tampa Bay tight. So
they played Tampa tight, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough team to figure out. The way San Francisco's been playing though, it's really hard to bet against them. So it makes great sense.
Yeah,
we have a doubleheader on Monday night. Before you do that though, make sure you hit up Old Glory. Old Glory is going to hook you up with over 300,000 items for music, sports, entertainment, and pop culture fans, featuring
Mm-hmm.
officially licensed merch from iconic bands and top sports teams. And you can discover your perfect fan gear and save with the exclusive discount of Jabba the Pod, give you 15% off.
Um, man, I don't know what to think about the 7 o'clock matchup on Monday night.
It's going to be good.
I have no doubt it's going to be fantastic.
Absolutely. You got Baker against Golf in Detroit. Um, I mean, Tampa Bay looks good, obviously.
If
They're able to squeak out wins. Their only loss is against the Eagles. And, I mean,
that was a 1 point score at one time, one
Yeah.
score.
they finished as a one-score
Yeah.
game. So, uh, I do. I mean, Tampa Bay does find ways to win. Their best win of the year was probably against the Niners last week. So, is this what they're riding high? And Detroit's come reeling after a loss, coming back home, and I just it's a really tough one to get. I would say Detroit money line. I don't know if they're actually going to cover. It is 5.5. I could see them covering.
I like the money line.
I like Detroit money
I don't
line.
think it's going to hurt it that bad,
Nah.
to be honest. And then we have at 10 o'clock, we have Houston and Seattle.
No one's staying up for this one except Seattle fans and what little Houston fans there
Yeah,
are.
the Houston fans will be up for that one.
Yeah, but Houston's turning things around. You're starting to see
Them get a
CJ Stroud kind of figuring out, and he kind of extended his sophomore slump a little bit. Now, granted, he did get to go against two awful defenses to find that. Seahawks are going to be a little bit more difficult task on the defensive side there.
that they will.
Yeah.
That they will.
But it is nice that he got to go against the Titans. He got to go against that Ravens defense. And I mean, they really put up some big time stuff against the Ravens in Baltimore.
I mean, all their games, even their losses are 1 score losses. It's not like they're just getting beat up.
Oh,
either.
no. But I mean, you know, and the Rams and Bucks losses, okay. I don't understand the Jags loss. That one was rough. But they ended the skid. They're on a 2-game win streak, if you want to call it that. They travel to Seattle. I like what Houston's been doing. It's just really hard to gauge offensively what they're capable of against a good defense. We know what they are defensively. They're sound. They're going to be fine. Seattle's a 3.5-point favorite here. Sam Darnold's doing his thing. Seattle, I mean, it has a good blend of what they've been doing offensively and defensively. A lot of these teams we've been talking about have lost to the Bucks.
Yeah.
So
I am a man. I really like Seattle in this matchup.
You do.
I do. There's something about being in Seattle for a night game.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, that's a big thing.
I feel like that place is just gonna be absolutely crazy.
So we want to take Seattle and the points.
That's Seattle covering.
Okay,
What is 3.5?
3.5.
I think they can do it.
All right, let's do it.
I like it. Before we jump into a few college looked at, I want to talk about Big Fork Brands.
I like it.
Big Fork Brands is a Chicago-based company that they do beef jerky, paleo pork jerky, meat sticks. They do Chicago-style hot dog sauces. Oh, man, everything that we have tried has been fantastic.
Phenomenal.
Big Fork has been featured in Food and Wine, the Chicago Tribune, QVC, and has been praised for bringing bold flavors and unmatched quality. You can use the Jabbo the Pod promo and get a 20% off any product.
I love it.
It's it.
Big deals there. On the college football slate, we have some matchups tonight, Friday night. You have Louisville at number 2, Miami. Miami's an 11.5-point favorite. Louisville's not a bad football team.
No, they're not a
Um,
bad football team, but Miami is legit.
yeah, and Miami is very much legit. I love Miami and the points. Like it's yeah, give Miami uh, take Miami and give them 11.5. Give Louisville 11.5.
Dude, I forgot that they had Tuesday night games on now.
Yeah, it's all over the board at this point.
I think I read something last week that last week we got like 40 something straight days of like football.
Oh yes,
That's just crazy. I mean, granted, we're getting games like Delaware, Jacksonville State, but whatever.
it's still football.
It is football.
Hmm.
It is football.
Yeah, Wednesday I went to a middle school football game.
I saw pictures.
Oh man,
Saw pictures. How rough was that to watch?
it's pretty rough when you're used to watching college and pro football. I mean, granted, these kids are just learning, right? This is, I mean, outside of Pop Warner, where else are you learning how to play football?
Yeah.
These kids are undersized out here, giving it a go. Some of them probably haven't hit puberty yet, so I mean, you can't bash them.
Nah.
But it is a difficult watch. I mean, I get it. Like if I had a son that played football, I'd be out there and that I would be invested 100% in what he's doing on the field.
Yep.
But when we're there for the cheerleading, that's what we were there for. So
There for the
there's just
cheerleading.
football on in the background, right?
That's it. That's it. You talk about games tonight. We have, Louisville at Miami. We have Nebraska, number 25, Nebraska at Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and Minnesota hadn't looked very good. I kind of like Nebraska in that matchup. Um, the 10:30 game is North Carolina at Cal. I will be sleeping, and Cal will probably cover that spread easily.
You think so?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah, traveling across the country for a game like this, I can get it. This Cal team lost to San Diego State 34-0. Their wins come against Minnesota, Boston College, and Oregon State, and Texas Southern.
Yeah, Carolina's still not good.
No, I understand.
They ain't traveling. We got a lot of games on Saturday with some interesting stuff. We got LSU at Vandy.
Yep,
at 12. Vandy is a 1.5 favorite.
it's at Vandy, so they're not getting the full home field advantage love in terms of the spread there. But yeah, LSU at Vandy.
It's just crazy that we are talking about number 17 ranked Vandy.
I still this was tough because I don't know with LSU. I mean, they went on the road at Ole Miss, only lost by 5. I still think they're a good football team.
I do too.
Um, I think
their offense is struggling. I think their defense is just fine.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. You're going to need to create turnovers in this game in order to win against a high-powered offense like this.
Yep.
Um,
I don't know. I still like LSU.
I think I do too. I think we take LSU money line.
Yep. How many are we going on this college one? We gonna just do the ranked matchups?
Any of the good ones that we find. You got Ole Miss at Georgia. That's probably the best game of the weekend. Georgia's a 7.5-point favorite. I'm on the Ole Miss train all the way. Chambly looks amazing. I know winning in Athens is a difficult task.
Georgia's winning this game.
I mean, aspirations of winning the SEC rely on Georgia winning this game.
Yep. It does. It does. That is the game that I really want to see this weekend. That's probably going to be the main one that I want to watch.
Yeah.
I love Ole Miss. I just don't think they go into Athens. Not yet.
Not yet.
No, I think by the time this is all said and done, the SEC is going to have several teams at 10-2.
Okay.
Maybe a couple at 11-1.
Do you think Georgia covers?
I don't know if Georgia covers.
I like Ole Miss
To cover
plus
the
7.
7.
Yeah, plus
I
7.
like the Ole Miss plus 7.5. I'll go with that.
Yeah,
They don't have to win, but
but they're going to make this thing competitive.
yeah. Yep.
Texas travels to Kentucky this week. They're a 13.5 point favorite.
I ain't buying that 13.5 points, but at the same time, Kentucky.
Yeah, the night game's good too. I'm more interested in Ole Miss and Georgia, but Tennessee at Bama. Bama's rolling, and I think Bama handles Tennessee easily. I think they can
covered
win by
the 7.5.
Absolutely.
I like
At home?
I'm with you. What about Oregon to cover 17.5 on the road at Rutgers?
17.5 on the road at Rutgers. Oregon let us down last time we had them.
But we had them cover like 38 or something like that.
Yeah, and they only won by 30 something.
It was crazy, but
They didn't do enough.
We're talking Rutgers at 17.
Absolutely.
Kind of like that one. I like the Georgia. I like the Alabama, Tennessee.
USC at Notre Dame.
I kind of like USC.
I like
plus
USC
9.
to cover.
I like the 9. I'm with
You're
you on
giving
that
them
one.
9.5 points. Absolutely.
I'd like to see USC win that game and completely ruin Notre Dame's season because that would eliminate them from playoff contention, I would think, at the moment.
Oh, yeah, it would have to.
I mean,
There would
personally,
need to be epic collapses elsewhere for that to allow them to back in.
well, the way you look at it, you would think the only thing you could really say about Notre Dame is the fact that if they finished out 9-3, all 3 of their losses would have been to ranked teams. All 3. But other than that, I mean, you got BYU, Utah. Other than that, I don't really think there's anything that interesting out there for me.
Yeah, I think that's where we'll draw the lines on the bets this week. We'll dive in more. We're up against it this week, so I'd say this is a wrap.
Yeah, well, we'll get a little more in-depth next week. We haven't had one of our good shows in a while, so maybe we'll get one of those in.
Yeah, I'm going to finish you with some Good Feels. It's a cannabis seltzer from getgoodfeels.com. Offers a new era of refreshment. Crafted with high-quality, natural ingredients, these beverages provide a consistent, enjoyable, uplifting experience perfect for any occasion. You can get a discount of 20% using Jabbo the Pod in that promo code.
I like it.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Till next week.
Till next week, sir.
All right, we're going to do it.
Yes, sir.